And a good evening to everybody, and welcome to High School Game Day. It is week 2, and I hope everybody is having a great Friday. We have got some fantastic high school football games around the Chattahoochee Valley, including the game of the week, the Heritage Bowl. And I'm going to go ahead and bring him on. He is my broadcast partner, and he is going to be calling the Heritage Bowl live from A.J. McClung Memorial Stadium. It is Thrift Berger. Thrift, what's going on?
What up, Big Rich? It's here. It's the biggest football game of the year. It's Carver and Spencer. Over 60 years, these two historic franchises and schools have faced off against each other. For the 5th straight year, myself and DJ Jones are going to be on the call. We have been dissecting all week on the Sports Visions Morning Show, Richard, and I cannot wait for it. But it is just one of 4 games we got on slate. Tatnall at Pacelli. We got Harris County traveling to Troup County, and, of course, Valley hosting Glenwood. But this is the marquee matchup, the one everybody's been talking about for weeks now. It's Carver and it's Spencer. But I can't wait for it, Big Rich, and I know you're excited about it too.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. It's the 63rd annual Heritage Bowl at A.J. McClung Memorial Stadium. Spencer has not beaten Carver since 2017. Carver got a huge win last week against Whitewater on the road, 51-25. Thrift, talk about that quarterback, Sebastian Hurd. It looks like Carver has 2 impact freshmen that we're going to be able to see tonight. Also, Zach Watts, who's a fantastic running back, but they do have a lot of depth. And just talk about that depth.
Yeah, they do, and we're going to talk about that depth here in just a moment. It's a teaser because when we come back from break, I'm going to be with DJ Jones, and we're going to talk about this game and more.
Right.
It's High School Game Day at the Beck Center, Richard. We got 4 games we're talking about. Football's back, baby. We'll be right back after this.
It's a great day for a new Chevrolet from Glenn Smith and Opelika. Hit the road in a rugged new full-size Chevy Silverado with discounts up to $12,250 off MSRP. New Chevy Traverse, the spacious and comfortable ride with affordable pricing. Now with discounts up to $4,000 off MSRP. People from all over the USA are coming to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Get ready to drive and get ready to smile.
Welcome back, everyone, to High School Game Day, Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And you see him, the legend is here for the 5th straight year. We're calling the Heritage Bowl together. DJ Jones, Sports Visions. DJ, how excited are you about this matchup, man?
Really excited. Every time I come to this stadium, I got a little stock here, because, again, it started for me many years ago playing in the Peanut Bowl in youth football, and, of course, the many Carver Spencer games that I had back in the mid-'70s to late 70s.
Yeah, and so for those who don't know, DJ Jones obviously played at Carver, went on to play at Georgia in the NFL. We do our morning radio show, which everyone knows about, Sports Visions. And DJ, talking about this rivalry, I don't think there's a close second, right? This is the biggest event, biggest game of the entire sports calendar year. I just hate it so early in the season, man. It's 3 weeks into school. But it is a big deal.
It's a big deal, and it's been a big deal for 63 years. And I know that it started 63 years ago, about the year I was born. And since that time, the Heritage Bowl has been actually rebranded with Chris Lindsay and Reginald Griffin, the former principal at Spencer and Shaw, Spencer and Carver, respectively. They decided to kind of do something to get this game going and add a little bit more excitement to it. And that's what they did, and that's what we're doing now. Guys are and the ladies are tailgating in the parking lot. People are coming in from all over the country. I mean, the alumni from Carver and Spencer, they're everywhere. They're successful, and they come home for this reunion.
And let's actually talk about some of the safety measures that have been put in place. I know there's a thing circulating on social media about how many cops are here. That is for the sole purpose to make sure the student athletes, students, fans, anyone involved are going to be safe. And I know you don't have a problem with that, neither do I. They know how many people come to this event. They know how big of a deal it is, because you talked about earlier on the morning show. It's not just a statewide event, not an area-wide event. It's a regional and even a national event now with Jarvis Jones's name. This needs to be the only event in town, and all eyes are on this. So they had to put all their resources towards it, and I'm glad they did.
I am too. And again, the mature minds and the leadership, I applaud them for making it this way. But one thing about this place, I guess right now, as we look around and I look around the stadium and on the grounds, we're right outside the press box. This might be the safest place in Columbus, Georgia, outside of Fort Benning.
Yeah.
Because again, cops are at every exit, every entrance, at every post. And I know that I feel good. I feel safe.
Yeah, I do too, and we're excited about it. Let's talk about on the field, though, DJ. Carver, last week, we made mention, hey, we want to let Jarvis kind of grow into his role. They dominated Whitewater. A freshman and Sebastian Hurd had multiple touchdown passes. Zach Watts, phenom running back. Caslin, the list goes on and on. What'd you learn about Carver, man?
Well, it's a remarkable inaugural game for Coach Jones. I don't know, because I don't know how good Whitewater is. I was very impressed. Hanging 50 points on anybody in any league at any time is impressive.
Right.
But, again, it's a new day. This is a rivalry game. This game, you can throw the records out. You can throw all of the 5 stars, the 4 stars out, because this is such an emotionally rich game that and then Coach Kegler, 19 years.
Come on now.
Of course, in this game, and you know how creative he is as far as offense. He can't go toe-to-toe with Carver physically. Of course, they have a lot of talent. So, you look for him to be creative and try to do a lot of, offbeat kind of things, man. So it's no telling what's going to happen tonight.
Fudge is a quarterback for Spencer, threw 20 touchdown passes last year, had a decent game against Carver. He comes in as one of the top quarterbacks in this area. Sebastian Hurd put everyone on notice last week. Now, this is Spencer's first game because they had one scheduled earlier in the summer and ended up getting canceled. He couldn't find anyone else. So he said, you know what? We'll use that as a bye to prepare for Carver, and this is their first game of the season. Kickoff is at 7, 6:45, countdown to kickoff, DJ. Let's go ahead and get some insight. What are you expecting tonight between these two teams, man?
Well, you may mention Fudge, and, of course, he has the experience. Carver's quarterback Hurd is a young kid. He's surrounded by a plethora of electrifying offensive skill guys. So, again, and a humongous offensive line. I think that, in order for Joe Kegler to have a chance to beat or to knock off Carver tonight, they got to do something unorthodox, something unexpected, because, again, Carver's so overpowering. And, again, you mentioned all of that talent. But Coach Jones still just his second game. But I do look for and hope for a great contest if we can get it in without the weather. We didn't talk about the weather.
Yeah, exactly, in which we think and we're hoping that it's going to go right over us, maybe a sprinkle here or there at 6:30, 7 o'clock. We're hoping that there's not bad weather, but if there is, that's why we're streaming it, so you can sit at the comfort of your own home and be able to watch it there. So, DJ, I want to end this conversation talking about Sports Visions and the morning show, man. There's not a better way to get your morning started, get your week started, get you up to date on what's going on local, regional, and nationally in the Sports Vision Morning Show, 6 a.m. to 9 a.m.
Absolutely, and this is a wonderful opportunity to thank all of you out there who have joined us in the morning, who have allowed us to help you get your day started. It's nothing like getting up in the morning to start the show at 6 a.m. until 9 a.m. weekdays, Monday through Friday.
No doubt.
Again, we come on with a lot of energy. We got good music and, of course, good conversation. And to have a platform where tonight, of course, it won't be until Monday, but when you got a Thursday night or a Wednesday night or a Tuesday night or a Monday night game or any activities, we're the first thing and the first voices that you hear the next morning to help you get your day started.
Facebook and YouTube, Sports Visions, and then go to the Sports Vision radio app and also Apple and Spotify. We're going to be on the call for the 5th straight year, Georgia Alabama Sports Live Facebook page and YouTube channel. Back to Rich, high school game day, and I'll be back on screen later on to pick some of the games locally around the area. Football, baby. I love it.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
And welcome back to the Beck Center. It is high school game day, week 2. I want to thank Roger Beck for allowing us to be here in the Beck Center, the Center for Academic and Athletic Excellence. We are going to be going around the games that we are broadcasting on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Going to talk to Rick Beach as he is going to be on the call for Harris County, Troup County. That's going to be up at Callaway Stadium. Also going to talk to Dave Plata as Pacelli has their home opener at Diamond Field. And then we are going to talk to Noah Shelton as he is up at Rams Stadium in Valley as Glenwood is on the road. Noah Shelton will be on the call for that. And we will bring it back to Thrift, and we will have our game day picks. I do want to talk about the game that happened last night. You saw it on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Smith Station gets a big victory over the Shaw Raiders, 24-0. It is the first time the Smith Station is 1-0 since 2019. And so without further ado, let's go ahead and bring him on. He will be on the call for Tatnall Square Pacelli. It is the voice of the Pacelli Vikings as he get his camera set up. We will go to Dave Plata live at Diamond Field. It's just walking distance from where I am here at the Beck Center. Let's go ahead and bring him on. He is the voice of Pacelli football. It is the man, Dave Plata.
Hey,
Dave,
buddy, how's it go? Go ahead.
I'm doing fantastic. What are you looking forward to? As you see Brian Sleeto in the back, the PA announcer for Pacelli. I know that Diamond Field's going to be electric. What are you looking forward to about this matchup in the home opener for Pacelli?
It's going to be a great opportunity for Pacelli to see what they do, see what they have, see what they can do. Because remember, in the opener, and I'm trying to get myself set up here, in the opener, there were some injuries that happened, and a couple of players, key players, were not able to play, one because of illness, the other because he had a basketball trip. Of course, that's Michael Lowe, who's a big-time, Michael Rowe, rather, the big-time basketball recruit who's going to be starting out there as wide receiver. Big guy to throw to say the least. These guys are going to be back, and there were a couple of injuries that happened during the game that slowed things down. That kind of slowed them up on the road at Stratford in that loss. But now they're going to get a chance to see what they really have with everybody out there, with new quarterback Bobby Gary at the controls, with Cam Carino, DJ Colvin in the backfield, and guys to throw to like Rowe and John Thompson, who should be back from this game. He's been rehabbing that knee injury that ended his season last year when he blew his knee out versus Brookstone. So defensively, and I think they're going to put on a pretty good show.
You and Austin Allen will be on the call. Georgia Alabama Sports Live, Pacelli's home opener at Diamond Field. Dave, just talk about Pacelli as first-year head coach Smitty Grider. What have you seen so far from the type of offense that Coach Grider has and his coaching staff as they're trying to build a new culture, a new foundation at Pacelli under a new regime?
Well, they've gone to a more spread offense with Bobby Gary coming in. Because remember last year, Dustin Sherman, who would have been the quarterback, got injured, had to have Tommy John surgery, and it knocked him out for the entire football season. So they end up having the wide receivers who should have been catching the ball, throwing the ball what little they could. They were on the ground. Dwight Jones didn't have much choice. He had to go that way. But with Bobby Gary coming in, transferring in from Hardaway, and those fleet wide receivers no longer having to take snaps and throw the ball, now we're going to see what he can do. And again, Sherman, of course, is going to play tight end. He'll be out there running routes, and he's a good athlete, as remember, because he's a very good baseball player as well. And so there's going to be some targets to throw to for Gary, and of course with Cam Carino and Colvin, both juniors, you're looking at a ground game that should work real well.
Well, Dave, have a great call. Looking forward to hearing you from it at halftime. And, we're just excited about a great night in the Pacelli home opener.
All right, buddy. Thank you very much.
All right, that is the voice of the Pacelli Vikings, Dave Plata. From Dave, we're going to go to the voice of the county. It is Coach Rick Beach. He was a coach for girls flag football, but it's Rick Beach, the voice of the county, up at Callaway Stadium for the first time in Georgia Alabama Sports Live history. What's going on, Beachy?
What's going on, Richard? How you doing?
I'm doing great. Another rivalry. You go from one rivalry to another. Having to play Manchester last week. Now you're taking on another border county in Troup County. Harris County got the win last year, but we know that Troup County and their success with Coach Tanner Glisson getting to the semifinals 2 years ago. What are you looking forward to with this matchup between these two border rivals?
Well, anytime you're watching Harris County, we just look forward to the trenches. Just seeing Harris County's defensive, offensive line, especially against this running attack that Troup has. It's going to be fun to watch.
Absolutely. For Troup County, Garrison Edwards, he won a baseball championship. He is just an electric quarterback. Harris County is going to have to match the physicality of Troup. We know how good they are at home. Talk about Harris County traveling on the road. What do they need to do well to stay in this game and to possibly steal one up at Callaway?
Well, limit the possessions. That's something that they've been good at when they go on the road to have these wins. something that Coach Watson's done well, is control the clock, run the ball, just, keep the possessions down across from them. You ain't got to worry about them scoring as much, right? Then a part of that is also prevent turnovers. Last week, Harris County did a good job of not turning the ball over, and they look to continue that this week.
Kickoff at 7:30 at Callaway Stadium up in LaGrange. I know it's early, but what does the fan support look like? Does it look packed? Does it look like Harris County fans made the trip up to LaGrange?
Yeah, right now they're piling in. You see a lot of black shirts going on. They're asking the fans to wear black on the road to black out that side of the stadium. That's the difference in the schools is we're both Tigers. We're both got gold, but they're blue and gold. We're black and gold. So they asked all the fans from the county to wear the black in support of the Harris County Tigers tonight.
Well, Rick, have a great call. We will see you at halftime, and hopefully Harris County can get a big win on the road against the Troup County Tigers.
Absolutely, Rich. Appreciate it. Go Tigers.
Absolutely. And then from Rick Beach, we've got Noah Shelton up at Valley. How about that? You're right on the field at Rams Stadium.
That's
you're
why
going to be on the call.
Mr. Richard.
You got there early. They don't kick off until 8 o'clock. Glenwood Valley.
Right.
Remember last year, Glenwood had that historic comeback. First game in the AHSAA, down 20-0, and they won 21-20. What's the feel at Valley? Do they feel like they want to avenge that loss? And how's Glenwood looking here in year 2 in the AHSAA?
Well, it's going to be interesting to see. A lot of both teams lose a lot of players from last year, including their quarterbacks. Galvin Goss, who started the game for Valley last year, lost the job later in the season to Caden Foreman. He's going to be the starting quarterback for Valley tonight. Of course, Glenwood, the new starter, looks to be Jalen Stanley. Going to be a very interesting game. Probably be messy a little bit, week 1, getting the nerves out, plus a lot of new starters. So it's going to be a fun game to see. And Coach Valley, Coach Hunter at Media Day said they're looking forward to this one and getting some revenge on the Gators.
Noah Shelton and Mike Frost on the call on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. I cannot wait. We've got 4 fantastic matchups. You last year, you were the public address announcer for Glenwood, and you got to witness them in the home games. You're a proud Glenwood alum. You graduated in what, 2020?
Yes, sir.
It was 2020. You went on to Alabama and had a great broadcasting career. Did a lot of great things. And what does it mean to be a Glenwood Gator? There's a lot of pride there. I mean, obviously, we have several people on the Georgia Alabama Sports Live family that went to Glenwood, and there's just so much pride. And you talk about the job that Coach Ryan Nelson has done, going 9-1 last year in the AHSAA. What does that feel? Because we know Glenwood fans are going to travel. I mean, it's not that far. Valley is very close, and we expect a packed house at Ram Stadium.
It absolutely will be, and Glenwood's one of the few schools and communities you can truly say is the family. And Ryan Nelson, he's done a heck of a job, a well of a job so far as the Glenwood coach, really. The transition last year at the HSAA, Thrift will be the first to point out, I was skeptical. I thought at first it'd be a struggle. They didn't struggle. They knew what they were doing. The only really down spot, or the only bad part was they laid an egg in the first round of the playoffs, and Coach Nelson will tell you that. But it's going to be a good season. Looking forward to it. Again, a lot of new pieces. Glenwood lost a lot. Valley lost a lot. Glenwood especially. I'm looking at Carter Judah coming back. He was a really good running back. Got injured last year. Looking forward to seeing him have a good season. It's going to be a fun game starting off tonight at Valley.
Well, Noah, have a great call with Mike Frost. We'll see you back at halftime. 8 o'clock kickoff. You got time to actually go take a break, go get something to eat, because you got there early, like 2 hours before kickoff. So, yeah, we're excited, and we look forward to hearing you back at halftime.
Had to be on game with you, Richard. Come on.
Oh, yeah. You know it. All right, that's Noah Shelton. He is calling the Glenwood Valley game. What we're going to do is we're going to go and take a break, and when we come back, we're going to bring Thrift Behringer and DJ Jones on screen. It's time for picks. It's high school game day live from the Beck Center here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Even though I'm away at college, Kinetic Credit Union is still the best way for me to stay connected here and at home. With the Kinetic mobile app, I have control of my accounts wherever I go. I can easily transfer money between internal and external accounts, get money faster by setting up recurring transfers, and I can find the nearest ATM or branch right from my phone. Plus, I can add my Kinetic cards to my phone's digital wallet and enjoy quick, secure, contactless payments. By the way, Mom, I need some more money.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
All right, welcome back. We'll try to get Thrift and DJ on screen as soon as we can. Oh, there they are. Let's go ahead and bring them on. It's Thrift and DJ.
Hold on 1 second, Rich. Hold on 1 second. Okay. You see it. It's happening. We are literally 40 minutes from kickoff between Carver and Spencer. But let's go and make some picks. High School Game Day edition and the crew's ready to go to Sports Visions.
We're going to save that one for last. We're going to start. We're going to start with Jordan at Bremen.
I'm going to go Jordan. I'm always going to pick the hometown school, and let's see if McDaniel can get off to a winning start.
I'll tell you what, Jordan as well. The Red Jackets all the way.
Absolutely. I got Jordan in an upset against Bremen. I believe in Coach Aaron McDaniel, and they have a team that is just continuing to improve. Let's go to Brookstone on the road against a tough Valwood team. Thrift, we were on the call last year. Valwood was the runner-up in 3A. Brookstone lost to Valwood at home last year. Who do you got in this game?
Yeah, by the way, we're presented by Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC, Coca-Cola, Kinetic Credit Union, and Houston Clinic. I bring them up because their CEO, Mark Baker's son, Harrison Baker, was a Defensive Player of the Week last week. He right now is one of the top guys in the country in tackles, and I fully expect him to have a huge game. Now, Valwood is a 3A powerhouse in the GIAA. But give me the Cougars and Coach Headley getting a win.
Don't know a lot about Valwood, but just know that the Cougars, you know what, I'm going with the home team.
Absolutely. I'm going with Brookstone, just building off that momentum from beating Tatnall Square 49-6 last week. All right, first game for Dylan Griggs and Russell County as Bryson Riggins trying to duplicate what he did last year as they had their best season since 1998. Who do you guys got in this game as Russell County's playing Carroll on the road?
Go ahead, DJ.
I got Russell County. Bryson Riggins, he's bound to have a follow-up sensational year. I project him being an all-state, all-American quarterback this year, if, in fact, that he can maintain the pace that he had last year.
Dylan Griggs, this is my call to action to you. You said you wanted it. I'm giving it to you. You're the number 2 team in our rankings. Go out and get a big win against Carroll. I got Warriors.
You know, I can't pick against Russell County because we have history.
You are
together.
Mr. Russell County.
Give me the county. They beat Carroll last year. They start 1-0. Let's go into the games that you could see on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We're going to start with the one up at Callaway Stadium. Rick Beach is going to be on the call. It's Harris County, Troup County. This is a big rivalry as they're both border schools. Who you got?
I got Harris County going up to Troup County and losing by 7. I think it's going to be a close game, but I just think Troup County with Garrison Edwards is going to be a tough ass. I got Troup County because they're at home.
I'm going with the multi-talented quarterback, Marcus Edwards. He is outstanding. We talk about Bryson Riggins, but this is another guy that's going to put up some great numbers. I'm going with Troup.
This is going to be a tough task to ask Harris County to go up to Callaway Stadium and get a big road victory against a championship contender in Troup County. I believe in Coach Tanner Glisson and what he's done. I know that Coach Tommy Watson's physical offense, ground and pound, could keep them in the game, but I got Troup County in a close one. All right, Dave Platt is going to be on the call for the home opener at Diamond Field, Tatnall Square, at Pacelli. Who do you got in this game?
Listen, DJ, when watching Pacelli last week against Stratford, that's not the team they're going to be by the end of the season. Tatnall's not as good as I thought in the beginning of the year. Give me Pacelli by 3 touchdowns.
Hey, how about that atmosphere over in the land, baby? Yes, sir. Pacelli Vikings all the way.
I've got Pacelli in this one. And moving along to the 8 o'clock kickoff game, Glenwood, second year in the AHSAA, taking on Valley. Valley trying to avenge that loss when they gave up 20 unanswered points to lose that game by 1. Who do you got in this game?
I got Coach Nelson and the Glenwood Gators.
All right. Give me Coach Nelson and the Gators going to 1-0. They're going to be using a 2-quarterback system. Expect some clarity, expect some other guys, but I like Coach Nelson anytime. And then Rams Stadium should be a lot of fun.
Glenwood lost a lot of players last year, but so did Valley. I think that Glenwood is going to make the adjustments. They're not going to get behind like they did last year, and the Glenwood fans are going to travel up to Rams Stadium. Give me Glenwood in a close one. All right, fellas, and the game we've all been waiting for. We've had all the hype all weekend long. It's the 63rd Annual Heritage Bowl. It's Carver. It's Spencer. Carver, they played a game last week. This is Spencer's first game of the week. Who do you got in this one?
If this looks like a heavyweight championship fight, if Spencer doesn't punch Carver in the mouth early, it's going to be a long night for the Greenways. I'm going with Carver.
I'm with DJ. I just think there's too much talent to try to slow down. I think, though, Coach Chagler's got a really good team, close in the first half, but the star power for the Tigers on the Green Wave, and I think they'll end up winning by a touchdown or two.
Now, in the beginning, I thought that Spencer could possibly win this. If there's any time to beat Carver, it's this year. But after seeing Carver put up 51 against Whitewater and the impact that Sebastian Hurd and Zach Watts had, I think Carver ends up winning just because they're just that talented. But Spencer keeps it close because they have a quarterback in Elijah Fudge that's going to make great plays under pressure. Guys, have a great broadcast. Go ahead, Griff.
One thing I would like to add, I had opportunity to speak to the team at their team dinner. Of course, Christ Community Church sponsored it, and of course, Josh Heath is the team chaplain. But you know what? This is a mature bunch. Even though they're young, Carver Tigers, you know what? I don't think they're drinking the Kool-Aid, even though they scored all those points. They're the reigning champions. They realize that, they got to put the work in this year. And this game tonight is going to be another test and another game that they need to dominate in order to continue to do what they want to do, and that's to go back-to-back.
Fudge versus Hurd. We got Watts. We got Starr. We got Givens. We got Jarvis Jones, Joe Kagler coming up tonight. 6:45, counting on a kickoff, 7 o'clock kickoff. Heritage Bowl. Thanks, Big Rich. Go have a great rest of your football Friday night.
Hello, everybody. This is DJ Jones with the Sports Visions Morning Show for the best in local, regional, and national sports news. Weekdays from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m.
You can find the Sports Visions Morning Show on Facebook, YouTube. Also, you can listen to us on Apple and Spotify by typing in the Sports Visions Morning Show, and download the Sports Visions radio app right now in your app store today.
We are the only live and local sports talk show in East Alabama, West Central Georgia. Sports Vision 92.1. We are your hometown sports guys.